Hi everybody, this is Karen. Welcome back. I'm going to come today and just give you a little tip on what I do each day to put antioxidants into my diet. It's so important now in this day and age to get as many antioxidants as we can. 3 to 4 decades ago, we really didn't have to worry so much about that because we didn't have the pollution and the chemicals, the way they process our foods, and just stress, everyday living. I think the world is more stressful. And so, due to that, we have a lot of damage due to free radicals in our body. So, what we want to do is to fuel our body with more antioxidants. And that is what I'm here today, is just to kind of show you a little bit what I do each day to kind of beef up my immune system and get a lot of antioxidants in. Also, before I go into that, the free radicals, I just want to give you a little history, and I'm sure a lot of you might know, but they steal from other molecules in our body. They steal an electron because they lost their electrons and they're running around in our body and they're looking for an electron. So what they do is they steal from our good, molecules in our body, and they go around like scavengers, and steal electrons. Which, in this day and age, oxidation, as long as we're going to breathe, we're always going to have oxidation. But if we let it get out of control and have too many free radicals, that's when damage occurs, and that is when disease and premature aging occurs. So that's when our little heroes, the antioxidants, come into play. And I think of the antioxidant as just a little hero that's coming into your body. And what they do is they donate their electron to these little scavengers so that they become whole again and balanced, and they don't steal anymore from our good molecules in our body and so forth. So basically, that's just a little chemical 101, chemistry, but it kind of helps us understand why we should eat a lot more antioxidants. So first of all, in the morning, I always start out with probably a half a cup of Fage yogurt. I like that brand, and I usually have about a half a cup, and I sprinkle it with cinnamon, and cinnamon is a really, really, really good antioxidant. And I always sprinkle it with cinnamon, and then I also put in these dried cranberries, and they're also a very good antioxidant, and a little bit of raisins, and then sometimes I will also use the Bare Naked, and just about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this. It just gives it a little bit of crunch. And then I stir that together, and then I slice in 1 banana. And that really is super filling. It really makes, keeps me pretty well filled up until noon. If I do get a hunger pang or whatever, I'll probably have some peanuts. Usually I reach for pecans. Pecans are the highest of all the tree nuts for antioxidants, and so I'll have maybe a handful of pecans, and then that'll get me going and feeling good until noon about. Okay, and so then if I'm at home, I'm kind of a creature of habit, and I always have to have salads. And okay, you can say hi, and then we're gonna go bye-bye. Okay, so anyway, then for dinner, I have some lettuce, and I I usually have a bowl, like a bowl. I make a salad, of course. I have lettuce, and then I also weekly I always make this um, quinoa. I always make sure I get this on hand, and I make enough for a week. And I put some of this on my salad, and I just love it. It's very, very good. It has a lot of antioxidants, fiber, very good for you. It makes you feel like you're filled up. So I make that, and I also incorporate sometimes, black beans or garbanzo beans. And what I do is I rinse them off, and then I just let them sit in the strainer a little bit, and then, put some of them on. Okay, and then I always have cherry tomatoes, sometimes onions. Always have an avocado on hand, and then I just slice that up and I put that on my salad. And then I, whatever dressing you like to use, I usually put a little bit of Thousand Island or ranch, whatever, and then I sprinkle it. I use this all the time. It's my favorite. It's cayenne pepper. It's very high in antioxidants, and I sprinkle that on. I actually sprinkle it on anything I make, but I just love it so much. So that's what I usually eat for dinner. Sometimes I'll just have 2 slices of toast, and then I buy the let's see, let me get that a minute. I want to show that to you. So I buy the 7 sprouted grains bread. It's organic, it's gluten free, and this is what I use. That's all I use for my toast or bread, and I'll tell you why I use this brand. I was using UDIS, UDIS, for a long time, and then I read where don't eat any bread or anything that has rice, I can't remember what it said, rice flour, rice water. They said UDIS bread contains that, and that isn't a good bread to eat. And they said they required this 7 sprouted grain bread. So this don't contain the rice. So this is the bread I use. And then sometimes I'll just toast it and slice an avocado, a little bit of mayo on top, and with an avocado. It's real filling, and I just love it. And then through the afternoon, if I am home or whatever, I'll just, if I get hungry, I'll just have some, a few of these. They're Brookside dark chocolates. They're so good. Just love those. And some of these dark chocolate almonds, or green apple. I'll cut it up, and I'll maybe have, I always sprinkle cinnamon. I mean, I just love cinnamon, but sometimes I'll dip it in chocolate or something. So that's basically, gets me through till, dinner at night. And then I also like salmon, and grilled salmon, baked or grilled. I eat that quite a bit, so I love that. But anyway, that's basically just a few of the items that I like to go through. I like drinking lemon water, and I try to drink that if I'm at home. I also drink a lot of this green tea. Absolutely love this. It's so full of antioxidants. It's also, it helps your brain. It helps you to think and keep your mental ability. It also protects your brain from Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, and it's also known to be good for your metabolism, like help you lose weight. So basically, I like it just like tea. I just put in my Keurig, I just put it in and have a cup of tea, or if I'm going to work or something, I'll put it in one of those throwaway I don't know, that you can buy them, you know, the coffee cups that you throw away. So I have something to drink while I'm going to work. Um, and then in the summer, when it's warm, you don't really care to have a warm drink. So then I just put it in my water, you know, because I have no trouble with drinking water. I love water. And I put it in my water, put ice or whatever, and it's really, really good. So, and it just stays, you know, it's just a real mild flavor. I just love it so much. So I've been drinking this, gosh, I don't know. My mom introduced it to me about, I want to say like 20 or 25 years ago. Well, my parents, they're not with me no more, unfortunately, but she introduced it to me because they went to a little Chinese restaurant, and she said, "Oh, they have the most delicious tea," and she said it was. She said she asked what it was, and they said, "Oh, that's green tea," and so she bought it, and then you know at that time you just never heard much about it because you know that was like 25 years ago, and so then she was making it, and then I bought it, and then I got addicted to it, and then I read all the wonderful benefits to it. So totally love it. So anyway, I hope this helps you out a little bit, guys, because you know it's just important, you know, that we take care of our bodies, and you know, with all the chemicals and the way they process our foods, and I think we just have more stress nowadays, and I just thought, you know, this kind of helps me incorporate as much as I can into my day, and you know, I just, you know, anything really. I love little baby carrots. I dip them in ranch dressing too. That's another good snack. So you know, I just think that we really need to watch what we eat and eat healthy. And of course, I'm not perfect. I have my bad times too, you know, but if I'm not able to make my own salad, or if I'm gone for the day, I like to buy a Zaxby. They really make delicious grilled chicken salads or fried chicken. And also Chick-fil-A, they make wonderful chicken salads. I totally love them. So like if I am not home, that's usually what I go for. So anyway, if you like this video, I sure hope you subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps me out. And I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you like it. So, you know, if you have any ideas or new ideas that I could put into my day to get more antioxidants, I'd sure appreciate it, guys. So have a great weekend, and love you guys so much. Thank you. Goodbye.